no man would ever call themselves a manpreneur. People just don't do that, right? And I think by giving ourselves cutesy names, we keep ourselves down. Like, I think it's ridiculous. I'm not a mumpreneur. I happen to be a woman, and I happen to be a mum, and I happen to run a business. As a woman, and I think it's a really double-edged sword. On the one hand, it creates this feeling of, yes, we're all together in this, and we can make it happen, and that's great. On the other hand, it also gives us a label that's then very hard to get away from, and that I don't think we need. We see, oh, here's this blah 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 female CEO. We never say male CEO. So if we continue to give ourselves the labels, they're going to stick around. And that's why I don't like it. When I look at the women who've approached me, one piece of feedback I've often had is, especially in controversial situations where maybe a company, I don't know, puts on an event, I'm like, oh my God, this is like super cringe, or, like this agenda is just like, it's a complete all male panel, what's going on? And I will say things publicly, and not everyone does, and I understand why, but people will come to me and say, thanks, Eva, for saying something. I didn't feel comfortable to speak up, but I want you to know I also think the same. I believe if we're going to see a change, we need to make it happen, and I'm happy to be the first, and I'm happy to take some punches to the face for that. But I also love knowing the others are behind me. They just don't want to be the first. I love working with women in data and tech. I think they have amazing skills to offer. And I definitely, when I work with women compared to men in my coaching, I see a huge difference in the topics that come up, the way we approach it. At the same time, I don't like the labels, because while things like communities of, women in tech, women in data, they are important because women want to talk amongst themselves. Mumpreneur, mum blogger, mum this, mum that, it's just like girl boss. I'm like, oh, it just gives me the heebie-jeebies.